Hello, I'm Sarah of Tortoise Crafts, and I thought I would do a little video about what I do with the many postcards I make. A lot of the ones I make are for a purpose, so they are for birthdays, they are for Christmas, they're given away. But there are others that I make that I have a reason for making, like the ones for the books. They go in a box as I've used them, I've photographed them, gone in the books, but they are then used. Most of the postcards I make are used around this house. There are postcards on my husband's desk, there are postcards in our daughter's bedroom, there are postcards in this workroom, the sitting room, and I thought I'd show you a few of the ways I mount them and use them. Don't very often actually put them in a main frame because there's not many that stay on show all the time. This one is an incredibly old postcard, one of the really early ones I made of my tortoise logo, and it's in a proper frame. This stays in frame because it's my logo and is used for different things, but it's not the way I mostly use my work. This frame is a wooden frame that I've taken the glass out and I've put a fabric mounting so that I can take the postcards in and out. This one tends to stay in here the most because it is one of my most favourite postcards. It's the Gerbera Daisy from my flower book. I have made this in every colour imaginable you can get the Gerbera daisies in, but this is my absolute favourite one. It's using a variegated, slightly blended blender fabric that I've used crayons, straight stitch and lots of French knots to get the middle. I do occasionally take it out of here and put in whatever my current finish is, but most of the time this one has the Gerbera in. But this is a great way of being able to change them around because they just slot in and come out as I need it. The other way I've started to mount them is on pieces of card, so I can put them into frames but I can change them around. So this was a newer way, and what I've done is I've put holes through and then stitched them through. These are old shirt buttons. I have a whole great big tin of them, but it means that they are in a frame. This one, obviously Seascape, this will get used in August on our mantel shelf display. The most common way I use the postcards are on easels. I have two sizes, a very little one and a slightly bigger one. The little one gets used that way and this one gets used for uprights. These are one of my last few makes. A pair just because I wanted to, and pumpkins because I was working towards having a few new pieces for the mantel shelf for the autumn. Our mantel shelf gets changed every month. There is always a theme to the mantel shelf and it's got a new display on every month with postcards. If you looked at this month, which is July, it's got more of the daisies, it's got roses on it, and it's also got gates, which are all they were in the book, the art book. So that's on the mantel shelf at the moment, also with bowl fillers and other little bits and pieces that either me or Laura have made. And then it will change in August and I'll have a sea theme, and then September I will start to go into sort of the autumnal ones and the harvest, and then obviously full pumpkin series will come out in October. Then as well as that, we also have another little shelf in the sitting room which is solely for postcards, and that is a constant changing one. That may change every week, but it's whatever postcard has taken my fancy, or 3 or 4 that I've sort of noticed and I want to put up there. That is basically how we use the postcards, as pieces of art and decoration in the house. I hope that explains what I do with the hundreds of postcards I make every year, and the probably 1,000 I have sitting around the house. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.